Hi, this is Dale O'Shields, pastor of Church of the Redeemer in Gaithersburg, Maryland. Thanks so much for joining me today for our devotional time. So glad that you're part of these. And we're talking this week about change, transformation in your life, the ability to believe that God can change you. You know, all of us have things in life that we think, oh my goodness, I'm never going to change this habit that I have, or this part of my personality that seems to get me into trouble all the time, or challenges me in my relationships, whatever it might be. We feel like I'm just stuck here. But I want you to know that with God, you're never stuck. And there's a story in the Bible, in the Gospel of John, chapter 1, beginning in verse number 40, that really tells the story of Simon Peter's encounter with Jesus and how Jesus put him on a pathway of change for his life. Listen to the passage again, John 1, beginning in verse 40. Andrew, Simon Peter's brother, was one of these men who heard what John, that's John the Baptist, said and then followed Jesus. Andrew went to find his brother Simon and told him, "We have found the Messiah," which means Christ. Then Andrew brought Simon to meet Jesus. Looking intently at Simon, Jesus said, "Your name is Simon, son of John, but you will be called Cephas," which means Peter. There that day, in that encounter that Jesus has with Simon Peter, the first time that they've ever met, Jesus said, "I know who you are. Your name is Simon." Now, there's no indication that Jesus had ever met him before. This is a first moment introduction. Jesus said, "I know who you are. You're Simon, son of John. But I also know who you can be. I'm calling something out of you today, and I'm placing something in you today that will transform your life. You will be called Cephas or Peter." Now, the word Cephas is an Aramaic name, and Peter is the Greek name, both of them meaning a rock. That is, Jesus was saying, you never felt, Peter, like you could be much of a rock. You've always thought of yourself as being kind of rash and impulsive and perhaps even emotionally immature, but I'm telling you that I can take you and I can make a rock out of you. See, Jesus sees who you can be. He sees something about you, and he has a prophetic statement for your life. He wants to, if you will, change your name. Not so much physically, actually, the changing of a name, but in terms of your identity, who you are, that you can become something that you never dreamed possible because God sees who you can be. Remember that. You see yourself as you are, but God sees you as you can be.